Hi and welcome back. In this video, I'm going to show you how to compute the percent growth of the results of this week compared with the result of last week of the same day. So that's going to be, for example, this Sunday divided by the result of the previous Sunday here, minus 1. So that's going to be the growth that I am talking about. So just copy and paste it here. That's the same on this row. Copy and paste it here. And it's going to be the same all the result with this column, and that's it. We're going to do that inside the Power Query in another worksheet. So let's go to our working sheet. So I have this data here containing the date only and also the quantity sold. So let's load it in the Power Query. Go to data from table range and OK. So that's it. Now just change the type of this date, change type, and then choose date, and then replace current. So that's it. We have the date. And then while choosing this date column, I'm gonna add column for that, and then choose the date here, and under the day, choose name of the day. So that's gonna be the name of the specific day, Monday, Tuesday, and so on. So we have the date, the name of the day, and the quantity sold. Now, the next thing is to add index column for that. I'm going to choose from 0. You can choose from 1. So let's call this index as ID1. So rename it as ID1. So it's going to be the ID of this quantity sold here. And then I'm going to add custom column again. And I'm going to call it ID2 because this ID2 will serve as the ID of the previous quantity sold. So in this case, the formula is just the ID1 here, minus 7 or 7 days. And that's okay. Then we have that values here. But as you can see here, we have negative values. That is the result of having no data from the previous week. Let's address the negative values by having conditional column. Let's call it ID3. And if ID2 is less than 0, so we use less than 0 because we start our index from 0. But if the index started from 1, that will be less than or equal to. So let's use less than 0. And then the output will be select a column and choose ID1. Just choose the current quantity sold. Else, um, otherwise, if that is not the case, select a column and choose ID2 and OK. We're going to use ID3 instead of ID2 because that address the negative values. Now, we can add another custom column again, and then let's call it quantity sold previous. It's going to be previous. And then the formula will be the last applied step that we have, which is the added conditional column. So put a hashtag on that, put hashtag in double quote, added conditional column. That's the last step that we've taken on this process. And let's click OK. That's going to be a table of this entire um, table up here because we only have one table. We have no reference table. So that's it. We wanted to have that table, but not the whole table. So let's go back to the formula. We wanted to have just the row from the column ID3. So that's curly bracket and close it with another curly bracket and OK. So that's gonna be a record of each, containing the date, the day name, quantity sold, and so on. Each of them, each of the record. So let's go back again with the added custom one because on those record, we just wanted to have the quantity sold. So in square bracket, write quantity sold and OK. So that's gonna be the previous week quantity sold. But in this case, of course, the first 7 data has the quantity sold of the current. So that's it. Now we're ready actually to have the percent growth. Let's add custom column for that. So custom column and rename it as percent growth week on week, comparison, but you can change it if that is misleading to you. You can change the column name. So the formula will be the current quantity sold, that will be the quantity sold, divided by the previous quantity sold. So this column that we've created, minus 1, and okay. So that's the growth. Actually, we're finished at this point. So I'm gonna choose date, day name, quantity sold, and growth, and then right click and remove other columns. So basically, we remove the IDs and the quantity sold of the previous one. We don't need that anymore. So we can load this now. We're finished. So go to the Home tab, close and load to, and in a table and new worksheet. And that's it. Let's make it as a percentage. And that's the same with the one that I've showed you. So that's the current Sunday divided by the previous Sunday minus 1. It's gonna be it. You can check it on your own. And that's it. I'm finished here. I'm done. If you like this video, you can subscribe in my channel. Click the subscribe button and see you next time, and thanks.